He followed my mom to the bank and he posted that, yes, so he's in GTBank and they are trying to sort out things and the bank actually complying with him. Next moment, I got a call from my mom. She was crying that policemen came and arrested my brother. On what basis? Is it a crime that you come and speak out for Nigeria when people are blind? Or is it a crime that you come out and make people see where they can't see? I don't understand. Like, what is going on? What is this guy's crime, for Christ's sake? Why do you guys keep coming for this guy? See, I don't have a problem with the police people because you guys are just people wearing on uniform. You are just putting on uniform. But then, Abba, waiting they do this country, waiting I feel like they use power anyhow. Waiting doing I can't arrest them. What is going on in Nigeria, for Christ's sake?
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great. So in this video we are going to be talking about VDM's alleged abduction by GTBank and the allegations that have been brought against SEYI TINUBU, the son of Nigeria's president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We will also be talking about Europe's emergency preparation for war. So guys, as you can see, the video is packed with interesting information. Do not go away, stay tuned and watch till the end. So guys, VDM's bestie, Coco P, has made a video alleging that VDM has been abducted and all fingers are pointing at GTBank because that is the last place where he was seen. The reason why fingers are pointing at GTBank is because a few days earlier, VDM had made a video where he alleged that GTBank has been extorting money from his mother. He promised that he will investigate the matter deeply and expose whatever fraudulent activity was happening within the bank.
GTBank, please come and tell us the whereabouts of Very Dark Man. The last place we know we saw him was inside your bank. Very Dark Man has been missing for the past few hours. It is alleged that some police officers came to arrest Very Dark Man inside the GTB premises. Please come and tell Nigerians where Very Dark Man is. Is this a move to cover up your tracks? Because the last time we saw Very Dark Man was inside your bank. You don't have any right to come and pick up anybody like that. GTB, are you trying to cover your crimes? You think you can come and take people's money without? Please tell us where Very Dark Man is now, because we don't know. All efforts to look for him have been unsuccessful. We want to know where is VDM. Allah.
Alright, so GTBank, yesterday salary was paid. Now, instead of my mother to be happy that she received her salary after 30 days of working, my mother came back home crying like a baby. My mother, the one who born me, she came back home crying. So what happened? My younger sister sent me this voice note yesterday.
Martins, good evening. Again, waiting, I want to tell you. Since early this year, any money went on mommy account, GTBank they carry on. They say she collect loan and she no collect any loan. They come out her money, they come out her money, they come out her money. Now today, mommy come house. She just enter house now. She know she look like she won't even cry. She know they okay. She still they pay her salary today and GTB carry everything, leave only 3K for her, and she no ever go collect loan from them. She no know who collect loan with her phone, but they collect her money. Now person work for 30 days, they pay her una collect the money. She don't go the bank tire. So I don't know if you get anybody for GTBank. If you help us look into this issue, because you don't talk to another thing, I beg.
No, you see how this line be. I did they fight for people up and down. I don't even know say that they even cheat my own mother for house, and she refused to talk. Since the beginning of this year, that GTBank have been splitting her salary into half, that she's owing money, that she collected loan. She said, I did not collect loan. And she has been going into different GTBanks to explain, I did not take loan from you guys. Then GTBank is telling her that somebody used your NIN. GTBank, who is the somebody that used the NIN? Mind you, if my mama they cry, just know say a lot of people they cry. I remember vividly, Seun Kuti, one day Seun Kuti called me, they vex for phone. Say GTBank that thief. Say that they remove dollar from his dollar account. And that he will break his bank statement, and he's sure of what he was saying. Say they went as far to take $500, $300, they were just removing money. Now you don't command my mama's salary now. This now woman say she did work 30 days. My mother likes to carry her own money when she say she don't work. You don't command the money. Say somebody used the NIN. Who is this somebody? Are you not supposed to be the one to secure the account? If somebody they use somebody NIN, you know they do verification. Don't you check BVN to see if the face match? So you just command my mama's salary like that. So if to say I know they give my mama small thing now, how my mama for day you for don't frustrate them? Maybe if I don't give the old woman BP. Like I said, if my own mother they go through this one, a lot of people when they use GTBank too go they cry. A lot of people when they use GTBank go they cry. A lot of people. This is not fair. GTBank, and that is why I don't use GTBank. GTBank, I swear to God, this is the reason why I don't use GTBank. GTBank before, it is very porous. That's number one. GTBank is so porous. You feel just say they don't remove money for your account. It don't happen to my mother before, and I don't know. Now I tell them, I use verse yesterday. I say, make she go meet them, because I told my sister, I said she should go back to her office and tell them that they should change her salary account. If they don't want to change it, she should resign. Let me pay her the salary. But my mother no go want to resign. That's another problem, because it involves children, and children should teach. And all these people, all these women, where they teach children for secondary school, primary school, they get bond with children. It's not even about the money again for them. It is not even money for them. So she cannot resign. That's why they say schools, they get older teachers, because they don't get bond with those children. They are bonded with them. Those children make them happy. So she cannot even resign and leave the job. So GTBank, I beg. Tomorrow I carry my mama, they come. I mean, when this holiday they finish, I carry my mama by myself, they come. You should just fix the account and refund that money. We no one problem. I don't want to give problem. I say because of your mama. I know they do. Just as you take the remove that money, all those money you calculate it, you refund us our money. Or you provide the person that use that account, that NIN to collect loan. You go pay my mama. And the person will use that NIN, you provide the person. Let's know who you transfer that money to. Which account did you credit for the loan? Let's know. I want to know the account that you credited for that loan. You better don't play. Else you're going to learn, and you will learn the hard way. And they carry my mama, they come. We'll take prick. We'll take this in. We'll come now. This one, they talk. I will see you now.
So guys, what do you think about this story? Do you feel that VDM has actually been arrested, and do you think that GTBank is actually behind the arrest? And if it's GTBank, what can be the motive behind their arrest, given that VDM is just asking normal questions that any citizen would ask, given that his mother is being subjected to pay an amount of money that she has no knowledge about? Or is it someone else that VDM has offended who has arrested him? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Our next story concerns SEYI TINUBU, the son to Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Mr. Jubril Batuta, has come out to accuse SEYI TINUBU and the managing director of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, of abducting him and torturing him because he refused to accept a bribe of 100 million naira to campaign for the President Tinubu. He claimed that he was threatened by his abductors, who told him that even if his life was cut short, SEYI TINUBU will ask the IG of police to cover it up and nothing will happen to his killers.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with SEYI. I met with SEYI and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NANS president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That SEYI told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word language I used. It is language that is telling me this, that he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, that he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who SEYI is, I say, yes, SEYI is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NANS president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up, and that SEYI can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hardly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. Do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NANS president now, who controls over 40 million looter forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I have told you in brief. So we cannot say the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that SEYI TINUBU is a very bad example to the Nigerian youths. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for SEYI TINUBU to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame, he has no character. I have been struck naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the senior special assistant to the president on student affairs. The secretary, when we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me. That is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.
Wow, this is a very serious allegation, and you see this allegation, it should not be overlooked. So all security agency in Nigeria, please pay attention. This thing will not be swept under the carpet. Secondly, I think there's a coincidence that is not a coincidence happening. And I will show you people something that is happening. That might be the reason why maybe SEYI TINUBU is interested in NANS. I don't know. I say coincidence and maybe. But it's not a coincidence to me, because when I saw it and this thing that this guy is talking about, all of them I paired together, I said, is this the reason why they are trying to get this guy off? And is this the reason why SEYI TINUBU is involved in NANS? And why is he trying to insert himself in NANS? I don't know. Maybe. But I'll show you people why I think there is a coincidence that is not a coincidence. First of all, these are images to show that yes, indeed, the NANS president was attacked, because as you can see on the picture, you will see that his back, see injuries on the back, as if he was flogged, injuries on his face. I guess he took these pictures after he was released. So it is an establishment that indeed this guy was attacked. Now let's come to the names and position that was mentioned in this video before we go further. So this will be our key witnesses. So in case when the case don't start, these are the people we should look out for. The first name or the first position that was mentioned is Minister for Youth. He said when he went there, the first person, he met the Minister of Youth and he was hugged. It was at that point that he was offered, or about to be offered, 100 million naira. He was about to be offered 100 million naira. By who? We don't know yet. Do you understand? 100 million naira. What is the 100 million naira for? That he should support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But he declined. That President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime is suffering a lot of people, and he cannot support them. Now, I want you all to understand that the NANS president holds a very powerful position in Nigeria. As the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, controlling over 40 million aluta. Just understand that he's very powerful. So that position is very powerful, and is the delicate position, and for election to go the way they would want, they might need to secure him as well. So he's in a very important position. Now, the first name was the Minister of Youth, and then the second position that was mentioned is the MD of NTA. He said that when he refused, that he was kidnapped, and they took him straight after he was tortured, brutalized. They took him to NTA to make a publication that is renouncing the position as the NANS president, right? So another position is the MD of NTA. Then a name was mentioned. This name is Ladoja. Now, everything this guy said in this video is alleged. Alleged by who? The key person is Ladoja. If you go back to the video, he was saying Ladoja then said that SEYI TINUBU said that they should buy him, and if they buy him, he will tell the IG of police to clean it up. In a nutshell. So Ladoja is the main person telling the NANS president all of this. Who is Ladoja? I don't know. The only Ladoja I know is the 80-year-old Ladoja that was the governor years ago. Now, let's move. Ladoja. Another position that was mentioned is the SSA to the President of Student Affairs. The SSA to the President of Student Affairs currently has his naked videos on his phone. After they brutalized him, they recorded him naked. I guess to blackmail him that if you don't do what we want, we'll post your naked video online. Another person again, another position that was mentioned is the SA to the Minister of Defense. That one also has the video on his phone. Do you understand? So right now, this is a very, very strong allegation, and these are the names of the people involved. Now, there's a coincidence that does not look like a coincidence. This is the news that was published yesterday. On Tunde North page, ICPC, 7.2 billion out of 100 billion disbursed for student loan was diverted. 7.2 billion out of 100 billion that was disbursed for student loan was diverted. Diverted by who and where? Could this be that this is the reason why they are trying to take this guy out? Could this be that this is what they are dragging? Could this be that this is why SEYI TINUBU is interested? Because I don't know why student loan is 7.1 billion, 71.2 billion rather is missing, And now we are hearing about NANS all of a sudden. It concerns students, but let's keep that by the way. To these NANS presidents that alleged everything in this video, yeah. First things first, I hope Ladoja that gave you all this information, I hope Ladoja have proof. I hope Ladoja have proof of all these things that you said Seyi told you that Seyi said. I hope Ladoja have proof. That one is number one. As for the parts that you are brutalized, you were beaten, they took you to NT and everything, that's your own experience. That one is on the other side. So that's your experience. That one will not need proof. Now you they talk and we don't see pictures. Do you understand? Again, I will be telling you now that your prayer should be that video of your nakedness should even leak, so that it can make everything boom. You see that your video, pray make it leak. It has to. If you get the video, bro, I will advise you to leak it. There's nothing to hide again. I will advise you to leak that video. That video will help us true to know, say yes, they recorded you to blackmail you and you were indeed brutalized. So if you have the video, leak it on Twitter. You get the point? It's not a coincidence. Say 71.2 billion student loan was diverted, and they start to drag the NANS presidents, that they blackmail, that they beat, that they scatter everywhere. Again, do you understand? Now let me play another video of an eyewitness that was there on the day. I'll play two videos now of an eyewitness that was there. So let him give his own story of when the day of the inauguration and SEYI TINUBU's involvement. Do you understand? According to him,
We're starting to tell all for the inauguration. In the morning, because I was the one coordinating the process. So in the morning, I was at West Carton Hotel when SEYI TINUBU drove in. So when he left,
SEYI TINUBU, you mean the president's son?
Yes, the president's son. When he drove in to West Carton Hotel, I was somewhere at West Carton and I saw him. So when he left the venue, the manager now told me that the inauguration can no longer hold in this venue. That there was an instruction from the president's son that NANS cannot hold their inauguration here. And I told him that you can't tell us not to hold our inauguration here because this particular venue has already been paid for, and we'll proceed by whatever we want to do today. Maybe after today, you can ask us not to come here again or whatever, because we've booked for this place for a very long time. Okay, SEYI TINUBU left, and immediately our dignitaries are already on ground, so we usher them in and we begin the process. To the extent that the manager hotel has to go back and meet the technical team of the hotel. They have to switch off all appliances in the hall, including their generator, the light, the AC, and everything. So we're using solar lights. That was all we used. So we didn't have.
All right, so now you see another name or another position I've added to the list, the manager of well scouting. So according to this guy's story, he's alleging that when they were planning their inauguration on the D-Day, SEYI TINUBU came and instructed the MD, and instructed the manager of well scouting that meeting should not hold, that inauguration should not hold. And at the end of the day, the manager shut down their facilities, that they had to use solar to continue their inauguration. So all these names of SEYI TINUBU, where did they call? It means a true. Like say SEYI TINUBU actually involved. And you know where I found out? I was not even convinced until this interview on channels of the current factional NANS president. On the interview, that was when I said, you know what? I think SEYI TINUBU might be involved. So let me play that as well.
He says that he places the allegation, squarely at the feet of the president's son, saying that the president's son, Mr. SEYI TINUBU, has been attempting to interfere in student union politics, and that he was at the venue of their Well Scouting Hotel on Tuesday, telling the manager, because I asked him, I said, how do you know that? Did you see him? He said, yes. Yes, you saw him. He could have been there as a guest. He could have been there for any other reason. He said the manager of the hotel told them that this is what the president's son has just said, that their event will not be allowed to hold in the hotel anymore, and that their event was frustrated. They did not give them electricity, and they refused them using the facilities at the hotel. Are you aware of all of this?
I'm not aware, but I read one stupid allegation on Sahara Reporter. Is SEYI part of NANS? Let me tell you, man.
That's the question he also raised as well.
This country, I think we the youth, we have one problem. SEYI is the only president of son we have in this country that is trying to bring himself so low, mingle among youth. We've had several presidents. Some of us don't even know their sons or their daughters' name. But SEYI, whenever he sees students, he sees youth. Some of us watch him online. I think there was a time I was after.
Now, SEYI, now they see something. Did they see something, Abi? After this woman told him what the other guy alleged, happened on the inauguration day. This is the factional one. They told you this thing about NANS, and you are the factional NANS president. You should be disturbed. But instead of addressing the situation, do you see what he did? He refused to address the situation. He started hailing SEYI TINUBU and praising SEYI TINUBU. That SEYI TINUBU is the only president's son that is close to the youth and blah, 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 blah. Oga, address it. There's no way you will say you don't know that something like this happened. This whole thing, there's no smoke without fire. All these things don't just happen, boom.
So what do you think about this man's accusation and Very Dark Man's analysis? Do you think that they are spot on? Or do you think that Mr. Jubril was just trying to catch cruise and drag the president's son for no reason? Finally, leaders of European countries have been asking their citizens to keep a 3-day survival kit at home in preparation for a war. This has made many Europeans confused and scared, as many are asking the question, which war are they preparing for and when will this happen?
So Europe is getting ready for war and it wants its citizens to prepare too. Brussels has issued guidelines for all 450 million Europeans. 450 million people across all 27 member states. Every household has been asked to maintain a survival kit to stock up on things like bottled water, canned food, a torch and basic supplies like toilet paper. This stock should last for at least 3 days. That is the instruction. It is part of a new European strategy for preparedness. Is Europe really heading into a war, or is this just fear-mongering? Stockpiling of critical supplies and turning basements into bunkers is not normal. People do this when a war looms. Governments are supposed to protect their people to keep them safe from harm. Instead, the EU is handing out an instruction manual with doomsday predictions, telling Europeans how to survive on their own for 72 hours when crisis hits. This is not insurance. This is leaving people to fend for themselves.
So guys, what do you think about Europe preparing its people for an eventual war? Is this just to instill fear in the people, or is this for real? And if it is, do you think that it will affect Africa as well? In case it does, are you prepared? Let us chat in the comment section. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have not yet done so. See you in the next video. Bye.